Hi there everybody, this is Johnny here bringing to you another episode of my Vainglory gameplay. This time, this is going to be for the very much acclaimed CP Fortress. Now just to let you know, I'm sorry about the video because it started, I only started recording it after the match begun. I forgot to hit record, so I'm sorry that you missed out the first 30 seconds of the game. But I assure you nothing happened, except for me just farming. Okay, so according to this meta right now, CP Fortress is the bomb. Like, you can do burst damage. Like, wolves will hurt so much. I mean, his you know, this ultimate where he has a pack of wolves will hurt so much, and stuff like that. So I'm going to try out. I want to see for myself how strong is this new Fortress. Okay, so, and it's my first time actually playing Fortress as anything other than a roam. We're gonna find out how it goes. So here we are, and we are just gonna be doing our farming, and nothing much actually, to be honest, to be said about this farming. Just that I don't know, I personally feel that Fortress is good, but his what do you call, jungle clearance is really bad. He takes forever to actually, you know, clear the jungle. It's not like the other heroes, so it takes a bit of getting used to, because, you know, usually junglers will be able to, you know, take them out really quickly, and because I'm building what do you call that, crystal power, it's actually very, you know, slow for me to clear the jungle. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe is there, I don't know if you guys out there know of a better way to clear, to buy a specific item to at least, you know, help in its clearance. I mean, I don't want to be wasting money also at the same time. So here we go, we just jump into lane and let's finish off the Ringo right there with just 1-2 abilities right there, and now we get ourselves in a bit of trouble, so I need to get out. And Catherine's still in there trying to do something to Ozzo and Catherine. So, and I get really low here, so I need to jump out of there quickly. And I think, yeah, thankfully our Catherine takes out the other Catherine. And still in the fight here, I'm just gonna go in with my abilities right there again, wait for my abilities to cool down. So I think I personally like my abilities quite a bit, especially if you build crystal power. It does give quite a good burst energy onto the enemies, and at the same time, it also, using my A ability, I can also target a particular enemy from the rest of my teammates to attack, and all of us will get lifesteal from attacking this particular enemy too. So that's what the A ability does. So I really like it, and it's great for initiating fights too, because I have the ultimate where the moment we start a team fight, I can just unleash my wolves. And by the way, if you do build crystal power, those wolves are going to hurt a lot. Trust me, you will see it later on. I had no idea it was going to be so bad. I did go up against a CP Fortress just recently, I think, in which I lost, because it's not necessarily because Fortress was strong per se, but because my team was a little bit not very coordinated, I would say. So we lacked the teamwork there. So I was trying to save Ringo there. I came a little bit too late, unfortunately. And by the way, in case you want to know, our Ringo, my team's Ringo, is a bit of a pinger. So if you can't stand those kind of people, I suggest you look away now. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I don't know. He feels like, I don't know, dude. I mean, great play by this guy, but he feels like a bit of a child sometimes. He keeps wanting us to join him in lane and stuff like that. And yeah, we know you're in trouble. We want to help too, but sometimes we're in the middle of taking some jungle minions, so we can't exactly just leave right there and then. We need money too, you know. So so we just didn't realize. I mean, we just we're a bit upset that he doesn't, you know, understand our plight. Yeah, but anyway, so let's see how it goes, guys. So as you can see, for a CP fortress, what you want to build towards is an aftershock first. This will give you that power spike you need. Okay, especially the abilities gives you great bursts. So aftershock first, and it will also help you in the cooldown for your abilities. So it's a very good first item to have. So as you can see, Ringo is just, I don't know what he's pinging for. It's going crazy with his pings, and sometimes being a little bit sarcastic too. So didn't really appreciate that. Alrighty, and we see that they fled into our bush, so we just want to make sure the coast is clear. And once again, doing our farming as usual. Oh no. Yeah, so yeah, Ringo once again overextending and got himself killed, and now he's giving like thumbs up. Like, what was that for? Like, you obviously know you got yourself into trouble, and now you're giving us a thumbs up. So I didn't really appreciate that. Anyway, so yeah, here we go. I activate my wolves, and I am just going to just help clear the lane a bit because our turret's under pressure. There's another way to use the wolves if you want to release the pressure on a particular objective, to ward them away from either the turrets or the gold mine. You can just activate your wolves, and they will have to do something about it. Otherwise, the wolves will just keep chowing down on you, and it's going to hurt in long term. So yeah. And oh, by the way, the wolves also apply bleed to the opponents, so it does a lot of damage right there. Okay, so we managed to take out the Catherine really quickly there because once again, using my A ability, I was able to target Catherine, and that way we managed to get some lifesteal from her, and that helps up a lot. So okay, so here we are. We're gonna just defend our turret because we suspect they might be pushing lane in just a bit. I go down to join the two of them, and Ringo decides to go over to the enemy bush, and he gets himself into a whole lot of trouble. I was like, why did you go there for? I was like pinging here, why did you do this? You know, don't go there. And it's like, yeah, you know, good, thumbs up. You know, like, dude, what? And then now he's pinging our jungle, and I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, I didn't start this pinging war. Yeah, so please guys, whoever who's watching this video, please don't be that guy. I mean, please try to understand that if you were to go out there alone by yourself, being greedy and wanting to take the farm, you're gonna have to pay for the consequences, right? So there you go. And another thumbs up by Ringo again. So I activate my wolves over here. Just want to make sure I can take somebody down with me, and I decided to go in for the Ozzo right here, just trying to wear him down a bit. And the wolves are still making lots of work. Check it out, my wolves took out Catherine, man. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, so very seldom you would actually see the wolves be able to take down like a hero right there. So yeah, I once again 1 second late to helping Ringo there, unfortunately. And now he's pinging again. Fantastic. Yeah, a child really. So I just want to go in, take out this Ringo as much as I can, and get out again. Getting really low, so I try to use my boots to get out of there. But unfortunately, I get hit by his ultimate, and there's nothing much I can do really. Just gonna sit down and die. Okay, but you can see I'm now building towards my broken myth. I reckon that but as Fortress, you'll be able to stay in battle for a few seconds, especially with your wolves. If you activate your wolves first, you will be able to get the stacks that you need on broken myth to really make it hurt. So I am actually banking on that. So I'm rushing my broken myth as quickly as I can. I don't have a lot of money though. I think my farming is really poor in this whole game, because we keep being invaded by the enemy team, or we keep having to go up to lane to help Ringo because Ringo always overextends. Yeah, so what else can we say about it? Like, we try to help and we can. So here we go. I get my wolves ready, and I go in with my wolves the moment I see them going in for Ringo, and we take out the Ringo really quickly too. And now we're just gonna try to concentrate. As you can see, my wolves are doing a lot of work on the enemies. Look at that! Look at that! They keep. Ooh, they're already down to more than half health, less than half health. So that's pretty nasty right there. Okay, so I decided to go in for the turret because I wanted to just take out the turret and get the 300 gold that we desperately need. And once I get enough, I get out of there. I think I die. Do I? Oh no! Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. So, but it was worth it. 300 gold, man. I was like, yeah, okay, we definitely needed it for sure. So here we are. I'm still trying to save money for my broken myth that cost me at 2,200. And I just said, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna buy, maybe not gonna buy anything at all because I need to just rush for my damage. If I don't do that, then oh, I do buy a metal jacket. Okay, so maybe I thought maybe I would need to mitigate the damage from both the Ringo, no, actually more towards Ozzo as well. So I just go ahead and buy a metal jacket, and I'll say, okay, broken myth next time perhaps. Okay, so here we go. I activate my moves one more time to go in on Ozzo. We do a lot of damage onto Ozzo. I don't know we were able to take him out. My wolves probably just one more bite. Yeah, so my wolves took him out, and now we're going for the Ringo, and we take out the Catherine as well right there. Okay, so once again we come out victorious thanks to my wolves, thanks to Catherine coming out right on time as well. That's a great job by us, and we managed to catch up. We get a lot of bounty. We also get a lot of money from this gold mine, 276 gold each. It's not bad at all, and still not enough money for a broken myth, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's okay. We're getting there slowly but surely. All right, let's get as much money as we can. So we're starting to really win some fights here, and that's good. Okay, so I'm hitting my power spike really well. As long as I keep remembering to activate my wolves before we fight, and thankfully my wolves don't take very long to come out. They, I think, what, 40 seconds or something? Yeah, so every 40 seconds, that's about the same time they take to, you know, come back together to fight. I can activate my wolves, right? So here we go, going in for Ozzo. It was actually Catherine in the end. So yeah, that's right, we take them out and we decide to go for the minion mine, put more pressure on the lane. And yeah, so we're in a very good place right now. So we're just gonna wait around and re-engage on the enemy when it's good time. So I think here is where I'm gonna make a sort of a mistake. I thought maybe, yeah, we should push. Is it here or maybe somewhere else later on? Yeah, I think somewhere else. Sorry guys. I mistook that particular time to be the time that we were jumped in to try to take down the turret, but it's not the time. Okay, so I'm still short of at least 700 gold for my broken myth. If I hadn't bought the metal jacket, I would have gotten it by now. But then again, if I didn't buy my metal jacket, I might be dead as well in most of the team fights. So you know, it depends, you know, which one you want to go first, defense or offense. And in this case, I think I still made the right decision, although I really like to have more money right about now. Yeah. And I'm just gonna take some farm over here just to get some money. I got 1,900 now, very close to my broken myth. They flare into the bush, so we know they're gonna come for us sometime soon. And we're just gonna have to be very careful here. And Ringo goes in for the ultimate, so I decide to go in with my ultimate as well, right? So I thought that's the only right thing to do since we're gonna engage. And then we just end up being in like totally all over the place. Yeah, so we kind of lost that battle right there, unfortunately. Yeah, so there we go. Ringo does die from it too, and I think our Catherine. And then he pings Catherine, like he wants Catherine to take out the Ringo. Like, how is she gonna do that with the other Catherine there? Yeah, so I was just thinking, okay, Ringo, I've had enough of your nonsense, man. But yeah, I am so close to my broken myth right now. As you can see, I just short of a few dollars, a few gold, And I was like, okay, but I'm out. Like, should I join them like now? I do want to wait for my broken myth. But it's like, okay, and you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'll go to the shop in the middle to go get my broken myth. And I'm just gonna rejoin Catherine over here to get some money. Yeah, I just want to warn Ringo over there, don't get caught out of position right there, because you have no turrets anywhere. I mean, you have one turret there, yes, but all three of them are up, so we don't want them to get into trouble there. And I finally get enough money to buy myself a broken myth, which I'm gonna do right about now. Whew, finally. Okay, so now I have some money, I can go for some other potions and stuff like that. And I'm ready to fight again. My ultimate is up and ready too. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I was hoping actually to have enough money for an infusion as well. Didn't manage to get one in the end, I think. Okay, so now instead we are just going to go up onto the lane and put the pressure there instead. Still waiting for them to come out. They do see us though, they flare us in the bush. And we still wait over here, and once I see Catherine go in, I go in with my ultimate as well, and look at how fast we take out the Ozo. Ooh, just melted there. And okay, so I'm gonna go in and try to take out that Ringo because it's burning and we want him dead. And unfortunately, we didn't manage to do that in the end. Instead, I get burned. Look at that. Because Ringo is crystal powered, I was like, oh man, I'm burning really badly. Oh boy. So I steal this regen minion from him because I really need to get my health back up. And yeah, so we get the hell out of there. And I'm just gonna try to take some more farm. Did I? No. I got myself some boots. Yeah. So just to get a bit more health. And okay, it's like, hey, no, let's take some farm. Then I realized, oh man, the minions are strong. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna get out of there. Okay, note to self, never try to take the minions yourself ever again, especially if you don't have your Iron Guard. Not Iron Guard, so, yeah, Iron Guard contract, yeah, that's what I meant. Jeez. Okay, so, we're still waiting for Ringo to appear, and they were trying to take the Kraken right over there. I was thinking, okay, so let's wait for it. I'm gonna activate my wolves right about now, and we're gonna silence them, and we're gonna try to take out Kraken. Oh, unfortunately, we weren't able to. Instead, they got the Kraken, and now we're in a really bad spot. So we were trying to just do whatever we can while my wolves are still there, and I'm just running away. And I jump back in again to take out the Ringo together with Ringo ourselves. And I'm just trying to help Ringo out too, but I'm too far away from the action. I take out the Catherine, and now just me and Ozo. Ozo is gonna do some work on me. I need to get out of here. And besides, I have a Kraken barreling down on the turret. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can. And okay, so Ozo is on me again, so I'm just gonna run back to the turret again. Yeah, so yeah, I can't do anything really to the Kraken, not much at least, because I'm crystal power. And in case you guys don't know, now the Kraken is more susceptible to weapon power. And Catherine goes in with a stun there. We're still working on the Kraken, and we finally take him out, but we do lose 2 turrets out of that, so it's a bit of a loss on our part. And I am going to start to build towards my Aegis. So I'm just going to get myself a... Yeah, there we go. I just happen to have enough money right now. I'm going to get my Aegis. So I want to really tank myself up because I feel that my damage is, well, somewhat sufficient. But definitely need a bit more defense to stay in the game a bit longer. Alright, so here we are again. I see our Ringo going in for the other one, so I decide to go in with the wolves. And here we are chasing down the Ringo. as much as we can. Take him down, and he dies from that. And now we just turn around to face Ozzo. Ozzo just melts instantly. And once again, my wolves do so much work on that Catherine, just biting away. And it's, wow, just so awesome to see that kind of burst energy onto the enemies. Now, the reason is because, like I said, on top of me applying the bleed to the enemies, my wolves also apply bleed. And now, after 6 basic attacks on the person who's bleeding, either from my fellow teammates or myself, the enemy will then have a huge burst in damage. Basically the life will pop. I think it's based on missing health. Is it based on maximum health or based on missing health or something like that? And so it does a lot of damage once you pop the health. Yeah, basically pop the health. It does a huge chunk of damage to them as well. So I can see why CP Fortress is super strong. But that said, I'm pretty sure Super Evil Megacorp is going to nerf him in the next update. But I don't know, maybe they will nerf him in the next update. I'm not sure, because right now he is super strong, but I don't exactly think he's broken. It still takes a bit of skill to be able to use a fortress, but yeah, he is very strong, and I can see why would somebody want to nerf him as well. Okay, back to the game, guys. The Kraken has been taken once again by the enemies. It feels as though all we do all day long is just take out Krakens. So we're in again for this fight, and we decide, okay, let's go in, let's do something about this. I try to see where the enemies are. I focus over there, and by the time I come back, oop, there you go, that's Catherine right there. And we go into the wolves one more time. We're doing a lot of damage onto the Ringo. Look at that burst right there. And Ringo is gone. We turn our attention to Ozzo, the only one left from the team, and we're just going to not even care about Kraken, because now their vein crystal is exposed. We're just going to dive right in there to take out the crystal, leaving the Kraken by himself. So this is another tactic, everybody. If you can actually intercept the enemy if the vein crystal is basically open, and you can just intercept them and just, you know, try to take them out, ace them, and then run into the base to take out the crystal. I've also seen some methods where people actually do a backdoor, like while they're taking the Kraken and while they're pushing with Kraken, 2 of the own members can just sneakily go into the base and take out the crystal before they can even push with the Kraken. So yeah, so there you go, guys, that's the game, and let's have a look. So I got 14 kills. Wow, that's really awesome for a fortress, and I would say it's mostly because of my perk, whereby, you know, like I said, you know, the burst in damage due to the bleed, and of course Ringo as well doing a lot of the work for us too, but of course, you know, Ringo was a very pingy throughout the whole game, which I didn't really appreciate. So there you go, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about CP Fortress. Is he overpowered? Have you tried using him before? And just let me know your thoughts about this CP Fortress, and you guys enjoy yourselves in the Halcyon Fold, and I'll see you next time.